Hey, it's Dave from Guitars Guitars. So here's the news. A lot of shit going on. A lot of stuff to take care of, not enough time. This past year has been filled with a lot of changes, a lot of decisions, a lot of health issues, a lot of other nonsense. Something had to give. So while Rosie and I planned for Carnival of Chaos 2, we talked about what do we do? What do we do with Chaos Guitars? Well, let me give you why we started this, how we started this. Some of you know, some of you don't. Most of you aren't going to pay any attention to this. This video will probably get 3 or 4 likes within the first 3 seconds of it being posted, considering it's a 10-minute video that makes no fucking sense. Means you're not watching it. I get it. Look, it's social media. I get it. I hate social media. It's that robot thing. Everybody's a robot. I get it. You see Chaos Guitars. Oh, yeah, I like them. They're cool. Click like. You're doing us a favor. I get it. Thank you. You did us a favor. You liked us. Now pay attention. Okay? What we've been trying to do from day one is start a music community. Get people involved in music. Get people involved in community. You can't be involved in music or community without conversation. This is not conversation. Smiley face, heart emoji, not conversation. Any emoji, not conversation. Start a conversation. Watch this video. Start a conversation. Or ignore it. Either way, whatever. Chaos Guitars was started by Rosie, not by me. I've done this all my life. Everything you see behind me has been done by me. Been built or modified by me. This is all I know. This is, and I will tell you now, a couple of years ago I would have told you I'm good at nothing. I will tell you now this is the one thing I'm good at. I have Rosie to thank for that. She has instilled in me a smidgen of self-worth. She has tried to instill in me a lot of self-worth. That's impossible to do with me. But she's given me something that nobody else in my life has ever given me, and that's confidence. In one little aspect of my life. That's why I can sit here on this video and tell you what I'm telling you with complete confidence. I give you 110% when I do anything. Right down to this video that I'm shooting, because I've been at it hours last night and hours this morning. And it haven't gotten it to where I liked it enough to be able to edit it and put it out. Most guys will take their cell phone, put it up there and go blah 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 blah, this is what I want to say, good, boom, done. Or go live and do it. That's not me. I do it this way, I work it out the best that I can do it. Then I throw it in my program and edit it, throw our logo on it, throw some background music or sound effects on it. I don't just do half-ass shit. So we started Chaos Guitars to do good. Keep kids in music, give back to the community. More importantly, start a music community. A chaos music community. We did that by doing a guitar a year for charity. By working with local charities, by working with local musicians and bands and music stores and anything you can think of, by giving back to the community, by giving back, constantly giving back. I have done everything that we can possibly do, and we will continue to create a music community. It's been noticed by 1 or 2 people. Aiden who you may know from Relapsed and now our bass player, was one of the few people that had said a couple things to me that actually made a difference and made me think all the things we've been doing is starting to pay off. There was a comment on something from one of Aiden's family members that made a huge difference to us. Probably him and his family member's comment are probably the two reasons why I went from saying we're shutting it all down, we're done, to saying, okay, we're not shutting it down. We've got to just rethink some things. So we rethought some things. Here's where we're at. We're going to continue to do the regular repair work that we've been doing from day one. We've always put musicians first. We've always helped them before gigs. We've always done everything we can possibly do to help our local musicians, because that's why we started this. Ask Supersonic Godfathers, because we do work for them. We just did work for them before a show. We do everything we can to help out with them. Ask Big Handsome, because Zippy was over here cutting my grass for a pair of pickups installed. So we work with lots of local bands, and we help out in any way we can. So we'll always do that. And regular repairs for anybody. I love the people that bring me something and say, this was my dad's guitar. He's passed away. It's been sitting in the attic forever. Is there anything you can do? I'll do everything in my power to bring that back to life for you, because now it has sentimental meaning. So I have a lot of guitars like that, and I'll do anything in my power to make that right. I love that kind of work. So that's not going anywhere. Modifications. Everything you see hanging behind me, even the stuff that looks like it's a regular BC Rich or whatever, everything's been modified. I don't have anything that's normal. I'm not about normal. You can go buy that at Guitar Center. Everybody on your block has one of those. Why do you want that? So we're always going to do modifications. We're always going to do pickup swaps. We're always going to do special wiring. We specialize in that. I have green electronics, so that's a no-brainer for us. We're always going to do modifications. We're one of the few places around here that love Floyd Rose. We love working on Floyd Rose. Everybody else I hear is like, oh, I hate doing that. I hate Floyd. I love them. I absolutely love setting them up. I love working on them. We're always going to do that kind of work. That's not changing. Here's what's changing. Our Havoc series is no more. We're discontinuing the Havoc series. We have one in process right now to a client who he knows who he is. He'll get a kick out of this because he's getting the official last Havoc that we're ever building. It's going to be a cool one, but that's the last one. He's getting the last one. That being said, I have 6 others here that I was going to just say we're going to throw in storage or we're going to just forget about or whatever. They're not built yet, but they're ready to be built. I think we're going to build them, because why just have them sit around? They're not going to be official Havocs, I don't think. I mean, they'll be Havocs, but I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. But he's getting the last official Havoc. The 6 that I have sitting around are going to be built and auctioned off probably, or sold. Can you order one? No. Can you contact me and say, hey, I want one in this color and this? Sure. Will I ignore you? Probably. Because you can't. I'm not doing that. This is the whole point in this. The Havocs were a good idea that I screwed up on. Because when people started coming to me saying, oh, I want that. That's awesome. I want that guitar, but I want it with this, this, and this. Instead of saying, no, read the website. If you looked at the website, you'd know that's not what this is. I went, okay, I can do that. Okay, I can do that. I've become the yes man over the years. I've become afraid to say no, because to me that meant no, I can't do it. There's nothing I can't do. So I had to rethink my strategy. I laid out the plan with the Havocs to be successful, and then I went against my own plan. So we're just going to bag that, because the Havocs were a means to an end anyway. The Havocs were put out there to fund the Pro Series, which was one specific style guitar, which will get built, but there will only be one built, and that will be mine. So we're going to do these 6 Havocs and sell them off. If you're interested, let me know, or comment that you're interested. So when we start to get into them, I can tag people or whatever, or you'll see them, whatever. They're going to get done my way, with what I want on them, and the colors I want, or the graphics I want. If you don't like them, don't buy them. I don't care. Look behind me. They can sit on my wall for the next 20 years for all I care. I'll give them to my kids. I'll give them to my neighbor. I don't really care. I'd like them to get sold off so I could recoup some of the money I have in them. And I would like for somebody to have them and play them. I don't build guitars to hang on walls, which is unfortunate considering there's so many hanging on my wall. So that's what we're going to do with those. The website's going to get revamped and everything. All the Havocs will be taken off. And the website will become a little more simple. So when you guys don't go to it to find out the answers to your questions, and instead you bother me all day, at least when I send you to the website and you ignore me, the questions will be easier to find. We will not be doing custom guitars for clients anymore. That's where my biggest headache comes in. That's where I feel stifled the most. I thrive when I build guitars with complete freedom. That's when people walk away with a killer guitar. Best example of that is Penny Dreadful. I started building Penny Dreadful. I drove downtown one day, which I don't do often because I hate downtown. And I saw this old building that had a copper awning on it, and the copper awning was all green and tarnished. And I thought, I want to do a guitar like that. And that's how that started. And I started posting pictures as it was coming, to fruition, and people started commenting, and I started getting messages. I need that. And there was 2 guys towards the end that were both like, I need to have that. That's the best feeling in the world. The guy who ended up with it then came back to me and said, I want one for my son. Here's X amount of dollars. This is what I'm thinking. Do what you do. Gave me pretty much complete freedom, other than an idea. And we ran with it. That's the way I build best. So that's the way we're going to build. I'm going to continue to do customs because that's what I love to do. But I'm going to do my customs the way I want to do them. And then if you want one, you can buy one. If you don't, then they'll sit on my wall. Or they'll become a charity guitar every year or something. But it's no skin off my back. I need to get back to passion. And that's how I get passion back, is I build what I want to build the way I want to build it. I never cared about money with this. I've been funding this from day one. The only difference now is the money to fund it is pretty much run out. So I can either decide to treat it like a business and work like it's a job and be miserable at it, or I can shut it down, or I can find a way to do what I am passionate about and share it with people. and maybe at some point sell some guitars and make the money back. That's all I can ask for at this point. We've built a reputation around our name. We've built a very good reputation around our name. You can see that by going to our Google reviews. I don't pay for shit. I don't pay for reviews. I don't pay for followers. I don't pay for anything. I'm as cheap as they come because I don't have the money. So every review you see on that site is a legitimate review. There's a couple, 2 or 3 of them that are for friends of mine, but those friends had work done by me and paid for that work. So that's where we're at. Chaos Guitars is not going to go away by any stretch of the imagination. So everybody else that's out there building guitars thinking, yes, no more Chaos Guitars. Guess again. We just found a smarter way to do things, that's all. A way that's going to bring more joy to us, which is going to produce even better guitars that people are going to want even more. They're just going to be few and far between, which may make them more valuable. Who knows? So that's where we're at. If you think you're that guy that has this custom that I can't turn down, and you're going to be the one to change my mind, feel free to reach out. I don't think you're that guy, but feel free to reach out. But it better be a really good idea, and you better have really deep pockets, because right now, passion is the most important thing to me. I don't have a lot in life that I enjoy. So when I start to lose the enjoyment of the 1 or 2 things that I have, something's got to change. So that's where we're at. Thank you all for hanging in there. Thank everybody who has ever purchased a Chaos guitar, from the days when you could get one for $200 to the days we're at now. Thank you for every client that we've had, that we still have, that we will have in the future. Thank you to all the local bands and musicians, and all the musicians and bands that we've played with and done work for, the venues, everybody. Every person that we've come in contact with. A sincere thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because in some way, shape, or form, I've taken something from you. A piece of advice, or a feeling, or a something that I've added to something that I do. And for that, I can't thank you enough. So, I'm going to go back to concentrating on getting these last couple of guitars out of here for clients. Get those done in the next couple months, and then we're free and clear of all clients' guitars. And then the only thing you're going to see from me custom-wise are my own. And there's some really cool shit of mine that's been sitting around here for 6 or 7 years waiting to be touched. Like that JB player in the background over there. Where is it? I got an Ibanez Xiphos, I think it is. I got that JB player. I got a couple things coming down the line. I got a ESP Arrow I want to do something with. I got a Stealth. I got a lot of cool stuff. I got that dime Razorback sitting right over my shoulder. All mine, all sitting here waiting for love, waiting for something really cool to happen for years. Now that's about to happen. Here's to being passionate again.